Tatenda Changumbika commentary. For more than 4 decades, Zimbabwe's rulers have turned the very institutions meant to protect the people into weapons of fear. Under Robert Mugabe, the state security apparatus, the police, the army, and the intelligence services was systematically weaponized. Citizens who demanded freedom were brutalized. Opposition voices were silenced, and the machinery of the state became an extension of Zanu PF's power. Today, under Emerson Mnangagwa, that same machinery has not been dismantled. It has been perfected. The same tactics of intimidation, abductions, torture, and repression continue, but now honed into what many call the Zanu PF mafia system, a cartel that thrives on fear, corruption, and violence. One figure symbolizes this dark history, Crispin Ma1. For years, his name struck terror across Zimbabwe. As the dreaded head of the Law and Order section at Harare Central Police Station, Ma1 became infamous for his ruthless methods. Opposition activists remember him for savage beatings, abductions, and torture sessions. To the regime, he was a loyal soldier. To the people, he was the face of tyranny. But here lies the bitter truth. Dictators never protect their enforcers. Like all thugs used to do the dirty work, Ma1 was eventually discarded. Today he is forgotten, irrelevant, and abandoned by the very masters he served with such brutal devotion. This is the true nature of Zanu PF. It is not a political party in the democratic sense. It is a criminal syndicate, a terror cartel that consumes everyone in its path, even those who kill in its name. They chew up their enforcers and spit them into the dustbin of history, leaving behind only blood, pain, and betrayal. Ma1's legacy is not one of honor, but of fear and shame, a chilling reminder of how Zanu PF's system devours its own. Zimbabwe deserves better. It deserves leaders who serve, not oppress, institutions that protect, not terrorize. Until then, every Zimbabwean must remember, this cartel survives on silence and fear. Breaking that silence is the first step toward breaking its grip on our nation.